Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-browsers. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Scheint ja auch jeder Zweite zu machen, hm?
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came. Yeah, the atelier didn't know it either. They produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings.
Was willst du aus kleinen Käferflügeln an Chitin gewinnen?
And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Oh.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money.
Ein roter Blätter auf Skier. Stelle ich mir beides nicht sehr ertragreich vor.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tiumotiri or Hashtkor or wherever he is.
Es ist illegal. Warum ist er nicht festgenommen worden? Na, weil auf diese Drecksinseln keiner kommt. Oder weil du den dort nicht ausfindig machst.
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skis and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just the props. Why return them?
Um gläubiger zu bezahlen. Wäre vielleicht ein Ansatz gewesen.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
Mhm.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Weitere. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
Das war alles mehr oder weniger Größenwahn, hä? Aber das erklärt immer noch nicht, dass dort immer noch jemand antwortet.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
Ja, liebe Kinder.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die.
Uff.
The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Cool.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas.
Indeed, what were the other ideas?
There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth.
20 Cent pro Stunde. Guter Stundenlohn. Werden sich viele gemeldet haben.
And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Ravishell Ice City lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
Ich habe den Bären getötet. Du hast ihn vom Strom getrennt.
You did what? Really? You broke it? What a shame. It was a terrifying beast, but I was fond of it.
Oh,
The taxidermist who made it said it was his
Entschuldigung.
vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. He called it Megatherion.
Entschuldigung. Trocknungsmittelrausch.
Sounds cool. Why is everyone doing drugs in this place?
Mhm.
Even the taxidermist?
Ja, Mann. Das freue ich mich ja im Ohr.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast. It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Warum sollte man sowas anstreben? Warum braucht man dazu Tiere dann auch noch?
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Okay, wenn ich jetzt schon wieder die scheiß Krawatte höre und sehe, dann scheint das ja doch nicht nur zumindest das so zu sein, dass alles um uns rum einfach nur ein riesengroßes Rollenspiel ist. Also an der Waffel haben wir trotzdem einen.
What? No, officer. I don't have a vision beast. Normal people don't have vision beasts. Only drug-addled madmen like the taxidermist do. Neckties? I guess they do sometimes, officer. But I don't understand how it's relevant to our discussion. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire. Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Wenn ich das drücke, dann komme ich wieder an, wo wir gerade waren, glaube ich, ne, oder? Ja. Okay.
Good. I hope it clarified
Das
things
brauchen wir
a
nicht
bit.
probieren bei 3%.
Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Oh, yeah, like a horse, a workhorse, for hard work. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way, and you won't let it break you. You ride. A little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco-Negros and the Solas.
Ja, natürlich mache ich Geld. Ich weiß noch nicht, wie ich die nächste Nacht bezahlen soll. Gut. Dürfte eigentlich kein Problem sein, wenn wir dann in den Second-Hand-Laden gehen, aber Alter.
It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop, and a sprinter, and a money printer.